Like I said, I'm doing this on my phone, so the other video is uploading. We're going to shoot the next one. Hopefully that 17.5-minute video is uploaded without any issue from YouTube saying, hey, your video is too long, we can't post this. So, back to this. We were talking about the uranium potassium fluoride. Not needing plutonium. You can do the same thing with the beryllium as you can with the thorium, and you can do the same thing with the uranium potassium fluoride. You can powder it, you can liquefy it, you can turn it into a gas. It is a really good thing. I mean, these atomic elements don't need plutonium, so you don't have that radioactive byproduct and cancer-causing, death-dealing side effect from it. You can hold thorium in your hand, you can hold beryllium in your hand, you can hold the potassium fluoride in your hand, and not have to worry about, any negative side effects. However, in real life, the main power source would be a separate thing from the fuel source for the hyperdrive reactor in your engines. I'm pretty sure the main power source would most likely be an ion fusion reactor, a hypermatter reactor, which is like CERN. You take a matter molecule, you speed it up to the speed of light and slam it into something. If your calculation was wrong when using this, you could blow your ship up and possibly create a black hole with hypermatter reaction. The other thing is an actual nuclear reactor, which would add these three items would add a lot of weight to your ship, and your ship would have to be bigger than, say the Millennium Falcon. So it's a little iffy on that one. That would be up to the creators of the ship or the person ordering the ship. Anyway, because the Star Wars ships are a little smaller than the Enterprise style ships from Star Trek, I've actually got a second page for the Star Wars. So it's just a little floor plan. So, your hyperdrive. Your main engines, fuel tank sits in the middle here. Your medical bay, main power core and computer core, all right in here, okay? We'll just run through everything. Your life support, water heater, and your regular heater and water tanks are located over here. There's a little door so you can get in, make any repairs to anything. Boarding ramp, yeah, it's a little cut off. I made it small. It's alright. Cargo bay 1. Now, the Millennium Falcon's cargo elevator is located in the engine room, which fucking confuses the hell out of me. And your escape pods are in the engine room. Doesn't make any sense, because that's usually where the problem is when you need to escape your ship. So we put a cargo elevator in the cargo bay 1, cargo bay elevator in cargo bay 2. You have an airlock here. Captain's room. He's got his own bathroom, living room, office, bedroom. Kitchen. Round dining table, square dining table. The chairs are bolted to the floor. The little chess table. You can play cards, chess, whatever, checkers. 3 chairs, a little couch. This couch here, we've got a TV, entertainment center type setup thing, which is bolted to the floor, and everything is bolted to this metal frame. Alright? You have a bathroom here, crew quarters, armory, the cockpit, maintenance access. I'll probably put one over here as well. But yeah, and then you got a computer center here for your engine room. It says ER, that's engine room. Alright? So, the thing of it is, did I put measurements on here? I didn't put measurements on the first page for that. But, your hyperdrive doesn't need to be any bigger than this counter. It's about 4 feet, 3.5, 4 feet tall. Round size, I would say probably another 4 feet. I mean, it's not very big. And the problem with the hyperdrive is Lucas never went into specific ideas for it. He just says, this is the hyperdrive, this is what it does, this is how it looks. That's all he did. Roddenberry actually spent the time to research and build his warp drive. So, with the hyperdrive, basically it's the same thing as the warp drive. The only difference is it's creating the gravity field inside your ship, which pulls space towards you and compresses space behind you, jetting you forward. So, you've got a gravitational plates, probably set up with there's so many different things. I'm not going to go into specifics, but there's gravitational plates, energy magnifiers, probably microwave, and a few other things to build the power generated by whatever your fuel source is, and essentially quadruple it, making you actually go 0.5 past light speed, which is light speed and a half. Light speed, I believe, was, last time I checked, it was like 3 months ago, it went from 1 million miles per second to like 100,000 miles per second. So we're going to go with 100 miles per second, or the million miles per second. So you would go, it's like 1,295,000 miles per second is light speed. Cut that in half and then add that onto that 1,290,000 miles. That's how fast light speed is, warp speed is, hyperspeed. We're on hyperdrives. That's the hyperspeed. Because your hyperspace tunnel, you are actually moving, unlike the warp drive where you sit still and it pulls things to you. So, I think the warp drive is okay. It's suitable if you want to spend 3 years traveling from Earth to Alpha Centauri. But with the hyperdrive, that 3 years is cut to like 6 months. Because you're moving just as fast as stuff is being pulled to you. So, I would go with a hyperdrive. However, I've also put together an idea for a hyperwarp drive, which you get the hyperspace gravity well, and then you turn on your you get the warp space gravity well, and then you turn on your hyperdrive, which increases the speed of things being pulled towards you and pushes you toward it instead of you sitting there. That the idea behind it is that gravity well stays where the ship was, where you initiated it, and then you're jetted forward as it pulls things to you. It helps push the stuff away from you, propelling you forward faster. So a trip to Alpha Centauri from Earth would take, instead of 6 months, 3 hours. I'm still working on the equations and the designs for it. Still got to figure out how to best work out the hyperdrive, but the theory of it is almost completely sound. The power source, however, because you have a hyperdrive and a warp drive, means you need matter, antimatter generators, and then your fuel source for your hyperdrive. However, with the hyperdrive, you've got your separate power source. With a warp drive, you've got the power source combined with the fuel source. So you've got extra power, which means you can put more things into your ship, make your ship bigger anyway. You could put, let's take the Darth Vader's Devastator class Super Star Destroyer, the Executor, the one that crashed into the second Death Star in Episode 6. Let's take something that size. It's a mile long, half a mile at the widest end, which is at the back portion of the cone. So, it's a mile long, half a mile wide, and then it's about a mile tall at that back section. So, you put a warp drive in there, 60 feet tall, 20 feet in diameter, and then slap the hyperdrive into that, connect both of those to your engines and your gravity well generators, bam, you're going 4 times faster than the speed of light in cruise mode. The more power you put into it, the more energy you put into it, the faster you go. So instead of going past 0.5 past light speed, you could go 5.5 past light speed, or 0.5 past light speed, which would cut travel time to the center of the galaxy in half to a few days instead of centuries, millennia, with modern rockets. So the scientific theory is sound, though the people that designed it didn't put the work in to actually help scientists figure out what would work best. Scientists, they overcomplicate things. They think, oh, we need this, 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 and this. Oh, we need a exuberant amount of power. So we don't have that capability right now. So in 50 years, we might have it for the crap that we're building now. We can upgrade and then use hyperdrives and warp drives. But, yeah. So, as always, part 2 video is over. Leave your comments, questions. If you want to see a specific science fiction topic, let's do this for the rest of the month. We got 2 more weeks in February, so any videos you want to see me do on scientific things, just let me know. Put them in the comments, private message me. Facebook is Vlad Scythe. That's my page. You get the YouTube channel. I deleted Twitter off my phone, so I don't get Twitter, but I do get the emails from it. So private message me on Facebook. Leave questions or comments or video desires in the comments here. And I'll do the videos. I'll answer your questions. Whatever you want. Let's have a good day.